I've been sharing my everyday items that I'm upgrading to live a more luxurious life, and in this video, I'm dyeing my 1B wig to this beautiful soft black color. Let's get into it. So first, I got the wig from the TikTok shop, and all the other items that I use to dye it can be found in my Amazon storefront at the link in my bio. So first, I took off the band that came with the wig, and I sprayed it down with the Got2b glue spray to help prevent the dye from staining the lace. Now, I wasn't worried about this too much because I'm going to turn it to a V part anyway, but I still wanted to have that layer of protection. So after that, I got 2 different boxes of dye, and I got 2 different shades of black because I didn't want it to be super jet black to where it was darker than my natural hair, since I will have some leave out. But I also didn't want it to be so light that it didn't look much different from the 1B color. So I started with the first box and just put the developer in and mixed it all up. And then I did the same thing for the second box. Now, I found the smallest toad that I could and filled it with a picture of hot water, and then I went behind that with my kettle that had boiling hot water in it after. So after that, I put in the first bottle, and then I kind of scooped the water into the bottle and shook it up a few times to make sure I got all the dye out. And then once I was done doing that for both bottles, I mixed it all up with a cone. And after I felt like it had a really good mix, I started to dip my wig into the dye mix. And I kind of just dunked it in a few times, and then I combed through to make sure that all the strands were coated. So I would say about 10 to 15 minutes later, that's what the dye looked like. And I ended up putting some of the other hair that I had in there. So I washed it with this shampoo that I didn't like on my natural hair but didn't want to throw away. I used that on the wigs, and then after that, I let them air dry, and the next day, these were the results.